Hello everyone, let's go to course 5, Read and Succeed, IELTS Practice through Stories. Chapter 19 now, we'll start the first lesson in chapter 19. Let's go there. Course 5, lesson 55. Oliver Twist, chapter 19, Nancy's Sad Fate. Near midnight, two people whooped on London Bridge. One was Nancy, and the other was Noah Claypole, who was following her into the deepest shadows. Nancy stopped at the center of the bridge. Soon a coach pulled up. Rose Maylie and Mr. Brownlow got out. Nancy hurried up to them. "Not here," she said. They followed her down some dark steps, where they would be hidden from sight. Creeping just behind, Noah quickly crouched under the cover of a shadow. He was well within hearing distance. We planned to capture Monks and make him confess the secret of Oliver's birth. Mr. Brownlow told Nancy, "If we cannot get Monks, you must deliver Fagin. Please trust us, my girl." "No," cried Nancy. "I will never do it. As bad as Fagin is, sir, I've led a bad life too. You don't understand. I won't turn on them, any of them, just as they haven't turned on me." "Then help me find Monks," said Mr. Brownlow. "If he turns on the others, we shall not go after them. I promise you that they shall go free." Nancy considered his words. "I have lived among liars all my life," she said, "but I will take your word." Then, in a voice so low that Noah could hardly hear, she told them where Monks was. Mr. Brownlow smiled. "Now that you have so kindly helped us, let us help you," he said warmly. "We can offer you a safe place to live in England or another country." "I cannot, sir," cried Nancy. "I hate the life I've made, but I'm chained to it. I must go now." Nancy ran off, crying bitterly. Shaking his head sadly, Mr. Brownlow led Rose away. As soon as everyone had gone, Noah Claypole ran to Fagin's house as fast as his legs would carry him. Within a few hours, Fagin and Sykes knew everything, but they did not believe that Nancy had refused to turn them in. Sykes rushed to the door. "Wait," cried Fagin. "You won't be too violent, will you, Bill? I mean not too violent for our safety. Whatever you do, keep it quiet, won't you?" Without a word, Bill rushed out into the streets. He ran until he got to his own door. Nancy was asleep. "Get up," Bill said, jarring her away. At first she didn't know what was happening. Then, seeing the faint light of dawn out the window, the girl rose to open the curtain. "Leave it," Bill said. "There's light enough for what I've got to do." He grabbed the girl by the head and throat and dragged her to the center of the room. "Bill, Bill," Nancy gasped as she tried to pull away. "Tell me what I've done." "As if you don't know." "You she-devil," Bill muttered through clenched teeth. "Every word you said on the bridge was heard." "Then spare my life as I spared yours," she cried. "Think of all I have given up tonight for you. I have been true to you, Bill. On my guilty soul, I swear that I have. She grabbed hold of him so tightly that he could not tear her away. Let me see those people again, she begged. I will ask them to show you the kindness they showed me. Then we can both leave this dreadful place, far away and apart from each other. We could have a chance to find better lives. It's never too late. They told me so. Bill pulled one arm free from her grasp and grabbed his gun. He knew that gunfire would draw attention. So, with all his might, he struck out at her twice with the heavy weapon. Nancy fell on her knees and raised her hands toward heaven. It was a ghastly thing to see. Bell staggered back, raising his hand to shut out their sight. Then he seized a heavy club and struck her down. The dawning sun burst upon the city in clear glory. The golden rays lit up the room where the murdered woman lay. Sykes tried to shut out the light, but in spite of his efforts, it streamed in through rips in the curtains. At last he got up, locked the room, and left the house. He walked out into the country, with his dog following him. Up and down fields he went, resting in ditches, then walked over the same fields again. Where could he go to get some food? What place was there? Not too public, Hendon, he thought. But when he got there, everyone seemed to look at him with suspicion. Morning and noon passed, and then the day was ending. Still he walked. Nancy's ghastly, bludgeoned figure seemed to follow at his heels. At last, finding a shed in a field, he lay down inside it. But then a new horror came upon him. Her eyes, so empty of light, were staring at him. He tried to look away, but Nancy's eyes seemed to be everywhere. When morning came, Sy decided to risk going back to London. They'll never expect me to go back, he thought. When he got there, he'd force Fagin to give him money. Then he could leave for France or some other country. It was late evening when Mr. Brownlow got out of a couch at his own door. Two strong-looking men climbed out too. Then they helped a third man out of the couch and led him into the house. This man was Monks. What right do you have to kidnap me on the street and bring me here? Barked Monks. Be quiet, Mr. Brownlow said in a stern voice. If you try to leave, I shall call the law. I will have you arrested for fraud and robbery. This is fine treatment from my father's oldest friend, Monks complained. It is because I was your father's oldest friend that you are here, young man, said Mr. Brownlow. After a long silence, Monks gave in. What do you want with me? He asked in a surly voice. First I shall tell you everything I know, said Mr. Brownlow. Then you shall see what I want. When your father was a mere boy, he was forced into marriage with a woman 10 years older than he. After years of unhappiness, your father and his wife went their separate ways. They had just one child, you, Edward Leaford. As you know, Mr. Brownlow went on, some 15 years ago, when your father was 31 and you were about 11, your father met new friends. He became acquainted with a retired naval officer who had two daughters. The first daughter was a beautiful girl of 19, and the other a mere child of 2 or 3. In time, the older daughter fell deeply in love with your father, and he with her. Within a year, they were solemnly pledged to each other. I know nothing at all of all this, said Monks, biting his lips. Ah, but your manner tells me you have never forgotten it, Mr. Brownlow said. An uncle of your father's died in Rome. Your father had to go there right away. for the uncle had left him money. Before he left on the trip, however, he came to London. He left some things with me. One was a portrait he had painted of the girl he loved. Then soon after our father got to Rome, he became ill and died. I went looking for the girl, but she had disappeared. Monks was now drawing his breath more freely and looking around with a smile. But quite by chance, your younger brother, Oliver, came my way, said Mr. Brownlow. What? Monks cried out. I was able to rescue him from a life of crime, said Mr. Brownlow. While he was with me, I was struck by his strong likeness to the girl in the portrait. Then the boy was lost to me. Since your mother was dead, I knew that only you could solve the mystery. The last I had heard, you were in the West Indies, so I went there to look for you, only to find that you had returned to London. Until 2 hours ago, however, I had no luck in finding you. And now what do you have against me? Monks demanded boldly. That some young boy looked like some girl's portrait. Huh? You don't even know if my father had another child? I did not, said Mr. Brownlow. But in the last 2 weeks I have learned it all. There was a will, but your mother destroyed it. There was also proof of Oliver's birth and of his parents. That proof was destroyed by you. As you told Fagin, all proof of Oliver's identity lies at the bottom of the river. No, cried Monks. I know every word that has passed between you and Fagin. Brownlow went on. Now murder has been done, and you are partly to blame. No, no, Monks wailed. I thought Nancy and Sykes just had a foolish argument. The girl died because she told some of your secrets, Mr. Brownlow said in a mournful voice. Will you tell the truth before witness now? Yes, I will, Monks muttered. And you must also give Oliver what is owed to him. Mr. Brownlow added. Then suddenly the door was unlocked. Dr. Losberne rushed in and cried out, Bell Sykes will be taken tonight. His dog has been seen nearby. Sykes himself is sure to show up soon. What of Begin? Asked Mr. Brownlow. He'll be arrested too, said the doctor. Mr. Brownlow turned to Monks. Well, have you made up your mind? Yes, you will not turn me in. I will not, said Mr. Brownlow. Stay here, it is your only hope of safety. Now I want you to read the Arabic translation, okay? Thanks a lot for today.